On November 18th, 1963, the Dartford Tunnel was opened to travellers, crossing under the Thames like a tiny channel tunnel, linking Thurrock in Essex with Dartford in Kent, and in the process became the Thames' most easterly crossing. Until they built the bridge, but we're not on about that right now. It's common knowledge in the UK that many road tunnels do not actually allow cyclists to ride through them. However, in 1963, with the upcoming opening of the Dartford Tunnel, London Transport, who was in charge of the project at this point, decided to change this. In 1961, an order was placed for 5 specially made double-decker buses based on a Ford Thames Trader chassis. These were ordered at the cost of £12,000 from Strachan's coach builders in London. These new buses were the first of their type in the world, consisting of a lower deck with the ability to carry 23 bicycles, with a large loading area at the rear for tricycles, tandems and sidecars. The upper deck was accessible via a staircase that started halfway up the side of the bus, with a ladder leading down to road level, and seated 33 passengers. The rather precarious placement of the stairs sparks many questions. That is until you see photos of the vehicle in one of its specially designed bays that made easy access to the bike racks and stairs. However, the placement did raise concerns with no less than the tunnel's manager himself, who felt that with no doors to the upper deck, no conductor on board, and a heavily restricted view of the upper deck from the driver's cab, there might be concerns for safety. Said management and the Ministry of Transport decided to rely on signs and the common sense of passengers to not move around whilst travelling, should they fall from a bus whilst in the tunnels. However, on opening day in October 1963, the service started with 4 buses running between 6 AM and 10 PM, leaving every 6 minutes, with one of the buses held in reserve. Immediately though, it was not as popular as expected, with some services said to be carrying just 1 or 2 passengers per trip, and eventually, by April 1965, the service was down to just 1 bus. Management eventually realised that the service was costing more than £2,500 a month to run, and was only earning around £45 in revenue from passengers. Therefore, in 1965, the decision was made to drop the service entirely, and was swiftly replaced by a Land Rover summoned from a call point either side of the tunnel. It is this method which is still used today. So, what exactly happened to the buses? Well, one survived and is in a partially restored state. However, the other 4 found little work elsewhere, and were subsequently sold for scrap and later cut up. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this tidbit from history, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so that you don't miss future videos.